Grand Theft Auto Online has been longed out and stretched for 10 years now, and clearly people are getting bored of GTA and playing other games. Here's some things that I like to do in GTA Online for fun when I'm bored, which is almost all the time now. Hopefully enjoy. This one is pretty silly. I mean, I do like to do silly things in my free time when I'm bored, but this was discovered whilst I was trying to do something else. And I discovered it today as well. In the Karin Burr, if you do have the vehicle, I mean, you can decide whether or not you want to buy the vehicle after watching this. If you reverse and you hit a pedestrian, you want to make sure that they are taken out. It will freak your car out. I realized that the pedestrian kind of glitches through your cabin and your truck bed, so that's why this works. And then your car can get dragged and pulled across the map, and in some cases fly. I must admit, this is not one of the easiest to do because sometimes they don't glitch out, but when they do, it is really fun. Sometimes it's not so fun when your whole truck bed is all caved in and damaged because of it. But yeah, I enjoyed this one whilst I was making this video, and hopefully you do too. So I'll leave this one kind of short. It's kind of evident why this one would be fun. And you see them all over TikTok of these kind of GTA races where they have funny obstacles. I'll try and find similar jobs like this for PC and Xbox, but I can do the exact one. If you've got PS5, I'll link it all in the description. Hopefully I do a good enough job. If you're easily angered and get frustrated quite easily, I would not recommend it, because if you have a hard time going down, there's also a part where people come up with planes and they can choose to hit you or not. And as you can see, I don't shy away from that. Don't play with me because I will make this job hell for you. So trading cars with people, there is a whole database out there where you can actually trade cars. You can trade rare cars. You can trade cars that have weird modifications to them. Trade cars that have different crew colors, unique liveries, unique chameleon paints, wheel, anything you can possibly think of. If you've ever thought, how do I get that car in GTA Online? You've seen it somewhere. Here's a whole trading server just for that. And you're probably thinking, hello, well, I'm on PC. And this is for every single platform that can play GTA Online. This is on PC, Xbox, everything. It's not only for PS5. Some people here just give away cars that they want to give out. And some people want to trade, so they want something rare in return. I mean, the list goes on. There's so many. Like, I can't get through them. It's our platform can't even handle it. When Discord has an issue, you know it's a lot of people posting. You know, I'd join our Discord, link in the description. We don't get anything from this. And you're probably thinking, hello, how do we trade? Well, if you go to LS Car Meet, you have to buy, you do need the money to buy the vehicle off the other person. You have to do it that way. This is something I'd really like to do if I didn't have like everything I wanted. I got to a point like in GTA where I've got access to nearly everything I want. But if you don't, here is access. Many people are probably going to be bored of me showing this, but those same people are going to know how fun this is if they've tried it out themselves. And they know it's something that, you know, entertains you for a very long time. And it's kinetic mines. And if you've already had kinetic mines, you'd know that they're not that efficient. They bounce you ever so slightly. But have you tried putting 5 kinetic mines on top of each other? Because when you do, it does make the kinetic mines 5-fold because they explode at the same time. So putting them all out in the same place at one time, you could have so much fun. It's funny when you do it to a person or a player, and you can do this in a random free mode to troll someone. I mean, it's not too bad of a grief because their car doesn't explode unless you do it to them more than 4 times. But yeah, it's a bit of harmless fun. And then if you're all alone in an invite only, you don't want to get disturbed, you can do this to pedestrians. And that's also fun to watch, just watching them go higher than buildings at some point. Very fun. It's passed by a lot of time for me, and you should do it as well. It works with any apocalypse vehicle that has kinetic mines. Something so old, something that's been on my channel many times, but you know, I'm proud of this one because funnily enough, I'm the one that discovered it many years ago. And it was when I was accidentally damaging my car and I was in a drag race. For some reason, I was beating everyone in an F620. So yeah, this does involve damaging your own car, but it doesn't work on every car, and I've not tried it on every car. So there may be cars that go way faster. There may be cars that break records. Unfortunately, I couldn't see how fast I was going because this Comet actually stops at 180 on the speedo, but it carries on pulling. So I don't know what numbers I hit. So first of all, this is just the car undamaged, and you can see through the speedo, which is quite accurate because it's a digital speedo. It has its top speed at about 122 miles an hour. Which is normal for GTA cars that are not HSW, or it's not that drag weevil that goes like 140. But this makes the car even faster than HSW cars, faster than a HSW drag bike. So you want to make sure your car has no bulletproof tires. You cannot have bulletproof tires. Otherwise, this won't work. And this is why probably a lot of people didn't discover it before me as well. But once you got no bulletproof tires and you want to make sure your armor is on 0, this is not that important. It just takes longer if your armor is on 100%. Yeah, and you want to get your clean car and you just want to kick the back arches. Now, this will not work. There's not many front-wheel drive vehicles in the game, but it won't work with front-wheel drive vehicles. But yeah, keep kicking repeatedly. You can see in my fast forward about how many times I've done it. Now get in the car and drive. Now the car will be a lot more torquey. It will wheel spin a lot more, so you are prone to spinning out a lot more. It's almost like it's got low grip tires. And now look at how fast we pick up. We instantly get past 122, like easily. You can see how fast we're going past all the traffic. And you can see that my Comet only tops out at 180, which the speedo doesn't go any higher than 180. The game knows that, yeah, no car's going over 180, but mine is, and that's why I couldn't really tell how fast I was going. So yeah, enjoy this one if you don't know it. It's quite fun. Freezing your action. This is something I do a lot, probably because I go to a lot of car meets, and it's just funny to do when you're passing time at a car meet spot. But this is very, very simple. Just make sure you're inside a car, and you've seen me in other videos do this in the back of a truck bed. Go to your interaction menu, hover over actions. You can choose what action it is. Every action does a different kind of freeze, and yeah, you can get funny ones. I've not tried them all out, but as soon as you press the action button, you want to get out the car. So press the action and then get out the car. It's very simple. You just need to do that combination quite quickly. And there you are, you just stuck like that. If you've seen in my other videos, when you do it in the truck bed, you start hovering. But for the truck bed, you do need a friend to sit in the driver's seat. So, another quite silly one, and in this case, I used the carrying burr, which I used earlier in this video. But you can use it with anything that has a truck bed. Some things do have an invisible barrier, but many truck beds in GTA don't. And it's not only truck beds, I also do this on other stuff like a flatbed. But there are many obstacles on the map where you can actually pick them up and move them, like bins, sometimes cardboard boxes, portable toilets, cabins. There are many things, obstacles that you can pick up with a cargo bob. And cargo bob, you don't really need to buy them. They're always at the airport. And yeah, and you can probably see by watching the video, I like to just put it in the back of a truck and drive. And it's funny because these things have some weight to them. So my carrying board just struggles with its bouncy suspension. I actually think the best part about this is discovering new things you can put in the back of the vehicles. As you can see here, I don't know why, but I put a cabin at the back of a truck bed. Normally for fun we put cars on the back of here, but I put a cabin at the back of it. And I took so long trying to straighten it up to be in line with my truck, and I gave up. So then I ended up putting it sideways and it looked stupid. I could have put 2 on. Actually, if I put 2 on, I don't know if this truck would even move. They are really heavy. Another one that I put in many times in my videos, and it's to do with the Chernobog, which has many fun uses. It can launch, and I've showed that in other videos. But in this one, I'm showing you removing wheels. You can remove your friend's wheels. You can remove Pegasus vehicle wheels. You can remove any vehicle wheels as long as they're low enough to go under the Chernobog. But it's just that the Chernobog is its own personal vehicle, so you won't be able to bring out your own personal vehicle. But yeah, just do what I'm doing in the video. Just go slowly, ever so slowly, because you can easily blow cars up over like the area you want to, which wheel you want to take off. So if you want to take off the front left wheel, go over the bonnet on the left side and just slowly inch over it, creep forward. Don't please be careful here. If you're on PC keyboard, then it's going to be hard because you have like 100% acceleration or no acceleration. But yeah, it's funny. I'm doing it on a Deluxo here just to prove that you can do it on many different vehicles. I did the back wheel as well. And you can say, yeah, my Deluxo wasn't too happy. I highly doubt a lot of people, if you don't already own a rocket vehicle car, you haven't done this before. But something I like doing in my spare time is just launching vehicles. And there's certain places on the map I picked like stupid places, which I just found whilst I was recording, just to launch vehicles off. But you can do this better by, you know, going to the stairs on the pier and launching vehicles. But yeah, on my own, I do like launching pedestrian vehicles and making sure I crash into something so that it cancels out the launch. And I genuinely want to know what you guys do when you're bored, because I'm running out of my own things to do. Like you can probably tell, some of these things were repeated in this video. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. See you in the next one.